Today was a very, very powerful day. We accomplished a great deal. I had the good fortune to participate in the Trauma of Racism panel. We had such a great discussion and dialogue. The trauma of racism refers to the cumulative negative impact of racism within the lives of people of color, encompassing the emotional, psychological, health, economic, and social effects of multi-generational and historical trauma. When repetitive and unresolved, these experiences rooted in racism can create severe emotional pain and distress that can overwhelm a person's and a community's ability to cope, creating feelings of powerlessness.
I want to thank all of you for being here, and to thank the McSilver Institute from NYU for having an opportunity for all of us to begin to consider and think about what Dottie really, in a really good way, framed around the impact of racism and trauma. And in particular, what I like about what Donnie was talking about was to remind us that this is a multi-generational historical process that has been going on since the birth of our nation.
If we're talking about when people have these different experiences, you know, not just the incident, but that person respond, making sure we wrapping services around them, because that's what helped me.
And that's why I think when we talk about the trauma of racism, it has become a luxury for those who are in economically challenging communities to understand that it's about the spiritual being as well as the physical being.
3 women, actually, Alicia, Patrice, and Opal, founded the movement Black Lives Matter. Their spirit and their creativity has reached into every corner in every state of this country. The fact that there is a report called Facts Matter, Black Lives Matter is just a really profound example of the power of an idea and the power of the call for justice.
And when we began planning this year's McSilver Symposium and Awards last fall, the videotaped police killings of Michael Brown, Eric Gardner, Tamir Rice brought national attention to the Black Lives Matter movement. And the appalling killing earlier this month of Walter Scott, yet another unarmed black man shot 8 times in the back while fleeing a traffic stop, and the death of Freddie Gray, a black man who suffered fatal injuries while in police custody, underscore the continued need to confront the insidious and deadly structural racism pervading our society.
When you didn't do right by the women and children, your community was going to die. And stigma around sex and drug use and poverty, and of course, it's jail and prison, stupid. The great unraveler of all of our forward-thinking policies undercut by the mass warehousing of young male black and brown bodies.
If we can be in a room like this when you're here because you know about the intersectionality of these issues, and you know that we cannot look at one without looking at the other, but together we can look at them all and we can make a difference, and we can stamp out fear and hatred, and we can make sure, quite simply, that everyone has enough, then I don't need to be depressed about the fires burning in Baltimore. I'm angry, but I'm motivated like you are.